Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I've just been sitting here doing a little bit knitting, doing a bit more of Tommy's cardigan. I'm getting a little bit further with it, and I've also finished the back on Sandra's. And I will be starting. I have just started one of the sides on it, so I'm getting a little way further on with that one. And I have just started last night. That was what I'd done last night. I had just started one of the sides, but it's daytime now, and I'm busy knitting. Before I have my tea, I've been busy knitting a little bit of Tommy's to get a bit more of his done. And so I'm going to show you. I did mention where I pack all my wool and that in one of my spare bedrooms, where I keep all the wool. I don't have all those proper little square things, you know, little square little cupboard things. I don't know what you call them, that everybody else seems to. I just put them in. They're all in plastic bags to keep the dust out of the wool, and they're just on shelves in my spare bedroom. And I've been tidying that bedroom up a little bit, and I did have computers on the top shelf, but I've taken them off and put them in one of the cupboards. So I'm going to see if I can sell those as well, the computers. So I'm going to see what I can sell of any stuff that I don't need, because I've got a lot of stuff that was left from my husband, who he passed away 7 years ago now, actually. So I've got a lot of stuff that's, you know, from him that's no good to me and that. And so now I'm going to show you where I keep all my wool and all the rest of what I call my junk room. Well, everybody, this is my junk room. This was the bedroom that my two youngest sons used to share, and I call it my junk room because everything, even that's not junk, everything that is junk and isn't junk goes in this room. And these are a lot of things I've got on the bed at the moment. I'm sorting out. It was some stuff that my husband, after he passed away 7 years ago, this was a lot of the stuff that he had, and most of it's no good to me, so I'm going to sort it out and see what I can sell. Put it up on Gumtree probably. I've got a lot more stuff, but I've just been sorting some stuff out, and I've just laid it on the bed, because there's nobody uses this bed at the moment. I've got two sons that live in different parts of the country, and they use this bed now and again when they're up here. But my other son lives not far from me, so. And that's one of those things. It's a luggage thing or something, I don't know what you call it. It goes on top of the car. It belongs to my granddaughter. When they got a new car, it didn't fit, so it came up here, and it stayed up here from. Don't know when they're ever going to come and get it, like. And there's DVDs up there. They were my husband's. Nearly all John Wayne. I think there's a Hornblower and Sherlock Holmes, but the rest in Sharp. The rest of the DVDs are all John Wayne. He had a thing about John Wayne. I had to record every single film that ever come on the television for him, and I was sick of recording them and editing out all the adverts, so I bought all the DVDs whenever I found any for him. And there's kids' toys, stepladder, and that was a little table. It's one of those tables that you push the foot part at the bottom went under the mattress, you know, on a bed. It pushed under the mattress, and the table was over the side of the bed, so you could have your computer on. It was my husband's. He used to have it when he was ill, and sometimes he couldn't get out of bed, so we used to put that on. He used to have his computer on the bed. And that's the bag. Got to put all that stuff in when I sort it out and get it tidied out off the bed, because one of my middle son Tony could be coming up soon, because he always comes up for his kids' birthdays, and they're not far off now. And then here, my jigsaw. I've been doing this for I've lost track of how long I've been doing it actually. It's 2,000 pieces, I think it is. No, it's a 1,500 piece, this one. Yes, 1,500 piece. I have got some 2,000 piece ones. But I've been doing this one for ages. And I've gotten all the parts, you know, that you can match up where there's a bit pattern on. But I'm left with more or less sky parts. There's still a little bit of tree part on there I can do. But I've got all the wool on the shelves above this. And I knocked some of them off today when I was sorting things out. And knocked part of the jigsaw on the floor. But I managed to pick the pieces up because they all more or less stayed together, the pieces that fell off, and I managed to get them all back together again anyway. And that's my sewing machine, which I used to use on this table until I started doing the jigsaw, since I started doing this jigsaw. And now I have to bring it downstairs. And above that, this is where I keep all my wool. I don't have all those professional looking little boxes that a lot seem to have. Well, I've noticed if I go on a lot of lives and that, they all have the packs of wool behind them. Maybe I should start bringing my things up here when I do the videos, so you've got all that wool behind me. You can see what I've got when I'm doing the videos instead of sitting on my settee. But anyway, this is all Aldi So Crafty. This is double knit, and I bought a lot of this a little while ago because I had a special offer on it, and it was reduced by £1 for each pack of 4 balls. So I already had one of the green. So I bought 2 more of those, 2 of the grey, 2 of light blue, and I thought I'd actually got 2 of this red, like, you know, that's how bad my eyesight is. It's like a very deep pink, like a coral or something like that, that one. So those were the special offer ones I got. But I also had, at the same time, this is 3 So Crafty here. It's got like a petrol blue, a lilac and a mustard. And they were from a little while ago. I had bought those a while ago. At the normal price. And then there's these ones up here. This is called Pato or Pato, I don't know how you pronounce that. But there's 10 balls in that pack. And why on earth I bought it, I don't know. I must have just been attracted to the colour at the time. But I might do some little jumpers for Halloween and that out. I've got 10 balls of that. And then I've got 10 balls of this. This is Majestic. It's Majestic Aran, and there's a lot of wool. It's mixed fibres, but I think there's a lot of wool. I'm not sure. It doesn't actually tell you how it is, but there's 10 balls of that. And that's another one. When I bought it, when I was in the shop, I thought it was black. That's, you know, how your eyesight's going when you get to my age. I thought it was black, and when I got it outside, it wasn't. It was brown, and brown's not a colour a lot of people seem to like. So that's something I've got to use up. And here, this is the cardigan I'm busy doing at the moment for the lady called Sandra. It's Hayfield Bonus. I got 4 balls of that. That's 3 balls there because I'm busy knitting with that at the moment. And then this is what Sandra sent me. This is mohair, this one. I've got 9 balls of that. 50-gram balls. And then this is Amelia that I bought from Wilko, which I have been using. I've done 1 or 2 cardigans in this, about 3 cardigans, and it's very fine. It says double knit, but I swear it's 4-ply. It knits up like 4-ply, and it's fine like 4-ply. So that's that one. I've got about 5 balls of that in there. I think I got that for myself to do a cardigan, which I'll get round to one day. And then I have this cotton. There's green and peach. I think there's about 4 of the green and 3 of the peach that Sandra sent me. And that's King Cole, that one. And this is Mariners. like a spotted speckled. I call it spotted speckled. There's 3 different colours in the pack. I'm not going to pull them out because it'll pull the rest. The rest will come out as well. And then there was this baby dream. There's 3 balls. 3 balls of that, which I got from Sandra. And then this was more Wilko. And I swear this is the same as Amelia, but it's got Wilko's brand on it. And it's very fine. And it's double knitting again, but however, when I look at the thickness, it looks more like 4-ply. So I bought this for to do a sweater for myself. And then I have 4 balls. This was the patterns that I bought that I didn't like, that was hard. Come out hard. It wasn't very nice to knit. So I've still got 4 balls of that. So I've been crocheting that. I've been doing coasters and table centre things with that. But I also have 4 balls of some other patterns that I bought. That was nicer. That was much nicer and softer that I bought before this lot. They seem to have changed the constituent of the wool from that one to that one. And then this was all the merino and the baby alpaca that Sandra sent to me. I have to sort that out. That's why I bought the wool winder for to wind up the because they're in hanks and that the merino is. And then up here I have 4 balls of, it's like baby pink patterns. That was before I bought that hard stuff. I have some white trim. There's not a full pack there. And then I have 4 balls of double knitting majestic. And this is the same as the other, same as the brown up there, only this is double knitting. And it's like a very deep maroon colour. And that's a mixture of wool and other mixtures. And then I have 2 lots of mariners here. I've got 5 balls of this purple one. And I did have 5 balls of this. I'm busy knitting with this one at the moment. The cardigan, I think I've showed that I'm knitting with. And that's nice wool as well, mariners. And then I have more of the trim. Got another 4 balls of white in there and 4 balls of pale blue. And then up the top, that's the grey that I'm busy knitting for Tommy at the moment. And then I have oddballs. These are just all oddballs up the top. I've got some peach and peach like Poundland stuff that I got from Carol. That was Carol sent that. And then I have a lot of oddballs. Most of it is what Carol sent to me along here, and some that Sandra. That's what Sandra sent, and that's what Sandra sent with this one, and the rest of it's all what Carol sent to me. They are just oddballs all on the top, so I've got more room up the top if I need to put any more wool up there. I did have my computers up there, but I decided that's what I've been doing today, shifting them, and I've put them into the cupboard. I have 3 cupboards along here, so I've got plenty of room for putting things. And those are the computers I've got down there. There's an XP, 1 XP and 2 Vistas, and those monitors with them all. One of the monitors is actually a television, but I'm never ever going to use them again, and they're out of date anyway, so I might put them on Gumtree and see what I can get for them. You never know, somebody might want them, but if not, they're going on the rubbish heap. I don't need them. I like my laptop. So that's a little look around my rubbish room. And I also have other things down here. That's a child's car seat, which I used to have for Cheryl's kids when they were in my car. But my car only holds 4. So there's not enough room for the 3 kids in the back. There's only 2 seatbelts. So that's going. I'll put that on Gumtree. And then I have a bag here. This has just little bits and pieces, you know. I've had little bits left over that I do like for doing coasters and things like that in there. And then this bag, this was what I had left of my machine knitting yarn. Don't know whether it'll ever get used up because I have to use a couple of strands together because it's quite thin. And that's like that buckley. I think it's astrakhan, that's what they call it. It's got like little knots and that in. It is very hard to knit by hand actually. So I have a couple of cones of those. And I've also got a cone of like a ready colour. And there's other bits and pieces in there, other cones and thicker ones and that that I might be able to use up one day. But at my age, all this I've got here, I think I've got enough to last the rest of my life for what I have to do. I can knit quick, but I don't think I'm that quick. There was a lot of tidying up and sorting out in that junk room. It took me quite a long time to sort it out, and I do have a jigsaw on the bottom, the big long bench on it, and while I was sorting things out, I knocked some of the packs of wool off the shelf, and it landed on the jigsaw, and half the jigsaw ended up on the floor. I had to pick the pieces, but at least they were all pieces were together. I managed to get them all back into the place where they were, because I've been on with that jigsaw for ages, probably over a year now. I only just look at it for a few minutes, usually in the morning after I get up, before I go down, after I've been in the shower and that, before I go down to get my breakfast and that, I'll go in and I'll just spend a few minutes on it. And even if I just get one or two pieces, I'm happy, but I'm left with sort of pieces where there's no like pattern on it. It's just sky and that, and that's really difficult to get those pieces in, but I managed to sort the pieces out and get them back where they were. So anyway, I hope you liked my little video showing you all the wool that I have. And like I said, I don't have all those things that there's a lot of others who I look on the especially on the lives, the ones that do the lives, they have all behind them, when they're on the live, behind them, they have all those little squares with all their wool, and they've got them all set in the colours, going from one colour, like say going from light blue to deeper blue and dark blue and red and pink, and they have them all. Mine are just anyway, they're just all over. I'm not bothered about putting them in any order. I'm just happy the way that I can find what I want when I want. And like I'm saying, I've got them all in plastic bags, so to keep the dust off them, I don't need anything else. It's quite happy with what it is. So show you, and I am going to sort out all my photographs, like I said in the other video I did the other day. I'm going to sort them all out and start from the very beginning, the earliest photographs I've got. I think I've got a photograph of one great-grandparent and from my grandparents and my parents, and give you a little look, a bit of my life up to today. So thumbs up and subscribe. Bye for now.